Jid. All right. Have you ran into anyone out here that you remember from in prison? Of course, I ran into a bunch of people. I run into people all the time. All the time. I be seeing people and they don't even be recognizing me or knowing me. Cause this is, you know what I'm saying, it's so different, but it's all love. Like I have my stuff going on in there, and but the razzle dazzle, that was just all a part of coming up. Like I said, the fighting and stuff that was going on the street before I even got to penitentiary. That's what we was doing. That's like what my era grew up doing. You know what I'm saying? So um, I ain't have, and I'm saying that to say I didn't have the type of issues in prison that somebody had carried to the street and killed me. At least I don't think so. Like I whooped on a couple dudes real good, but you feel me? So my recollection, they brought that solely on themselves. You feel me? So, but yeah, I ain't gonna say that. I'm just gonna let me knock on wood. Let me knock on wood. But yeah, I seen a couple dudes, and it's all love. It's all daps and stuff. I saw a couple dudes that looked like they was down bad. Couple dudes, I helped them. I pointed them in the direction to get employment, gave them resources and stuff to help them get employment. But yeah, for sure. I seen a bunch of dudes. I like seeing them. I want them to see me. I want them to see me doing good. I want to see them. I like seeing them doing good. You know what I'm saying? Because uh, if you saw me in there, then you really, that's the only, really, if you ain't from where I'm from, grew up with me or nothing like that, that's the only place you saw me. So you always saw me in state stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. So the answer to that question is yes, I have. And I'll be excited to see the homies. Couple guys, man. Few guys. Um, what made you start committing crime? What made me start committing crime? I guess you could say, yeah, I was committing crime. Selling drugs is a crime. So, when did I start committing crime? But I had got in trouble before the drugs. So, nah, really, I don't know, about 12. I say 12. I say I was 12 years old because I ended up getting on probation when I was 12. Um, do you suffer from flashbacks from prison? Flashbacks from prison, like I don't think I have flashbacks. I be having. It's sort of like, is it called deja vu? I don't think it's called deja vu. It's just like I see something, and then something that I see would just remind me of that. So damn, that's a flashback. Whatever it's called, I don't know. I don't know the definition. So if that's a flashback, then yeah, because I see some stuff and it'll remind me of that. But just not prison though. It could be anything. It could be a certain way the wind blow on my face, and it'll remind me of when I was in Alabama or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just prison. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. How do you feel about therapy? I I like therapy. I like therapy, and I think therapy helped me understand some stuff about myself, and it helped me find a way to continue to learn stuff about myself. You know what I'm saying? So therapy therapy did help me for sure, and I think that uh, somebody who's been incarcerated for a year, anything over a year, should talk to a therapist. Cause you know, getting locked up, that's nothing small. That's like, especially if you've been out here living your life, your whole life, and then you just get taken away from everything, and you get locked up, and you gotta ask to go use the bathroom. Ask, can you eat? You gotta ask, can you read the book? You gotta ask, can you turn your light on your TV? You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta. It's a whole bunch of stuff. And it's people just stacked up on top of you. Disrespectful people. Uh, People that's not really good with their hygiene. You know what I'm saying? Mass murderers. Rapists, and just all different type of people from all over. They don't tell them where they from. They, you know what I'm saying, y'all here, but they from, it's crazy. So yeah, therapy. I like therapy. um and I think anybody that's been incarcerated for over a year should look into it. 6 months. Look into some type of therapy. But I like therapy. Have you ever been touched or molested? No, never. um how common is same-sex relationships in prison? um it's very common. It's very common. See, at first, not me, when I first got incarcerated, me never seeing it, because it wasn't never nothing that was seen. It wasn't in the neighborhood like that. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying, wasn't nobody flamboyant walking up and down. It probably was like one person. And then it was people chasing that person. So that person probably was hiding. And then it's back in the 80s and 90s. You know what I'm saying? So you just don't. When first getting there, I ain't know what it looked like, so I don't know. And then everybody got on blue, so you feel me? Unless they flamboyant. But then once I got there, and then I started seeing who was who, and it's like, oh, okay. But there was still some people that was slipping through the cracks. That's when Lim Bob, Legs, and the older dudes that took a liking to me and pulled me in. You know what I'm saying? They were schooling me to stuff and turning me on, and so yeah, it's a whole bunch of that going on, and a lot of the people who involved in it, you really wouldn't even suspect or know. You would be shocked. Well, I wouldn't, but a lot of people be shocked. Um, can you explain how commissary works? Commissary is very necessary. So commissary, can you explain how a commissary works? Okay, so commissary is a store. And in this store, commissary has everything inside of it that the inmate is allowed to have. Food, uh, that's the ramen noodles, the summer sauces, the fish, the vitamins. They got everything. Headache pills, potato chips, all that type of stuff. Candy, ice cream. Um, they got it in there. It's a store. And where I was, for the most part, you're probably gonna go to the store probably 2 times a month. Every other week. Every other week you can go to the store and spend up. I think the limit was maybe you could spend $125 a time each time. I think I was spending like $75. Yeah, so it was like $125 each time you go to the store. You got these laundry bags, laundry net bags. Take your laundry net bags there. You get a commissary slip list. It's a long paper, and they got all the stuff on there, and you just put beside it what you want, how many of them you want beside it, and clip your ID badge on it. Turn it in. If you gotta have money on your account. Well, you ain't even gonna get no commissary slip unless you got money on your account. So if you don't get no commissary slip, you ain't got no money on your account. If you get a commissary slip, then like up on the top of it, it'll have the person's name, their inmate number, and how much money they got, how much money available for them to spend or whatnot. So if they got $1,000 on their thing, it ain't gonna say $1,000. It'll just say 125, whatever the limit is. You got the limit. And but yeah, the vultures, they be looking at that too. They look at the commissary slip. and see that baby. Oh, he got the whole 125. Now they lurking and they waiting. It be all type of stuff going on. It's really, you gotta think about this. Inside a prison, you have all other different criminals together, blended up, shuffled up, and they just all together. Some of them might be cellies, cellmates. Some of them might be in a class together, or they might work together, but they mixing and they mingling, they conversating, they growing bonds together. They get bonds for whatever they need for each other at that time. You know what I'm saying? And that's oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking about it from that point of view. From that point of view. So to know all the devious and conniving stuff that be going on and they be putting down in there is crazy. And yeah, I seen it all. Especially when you get to like the level to where I consider myself was, to where I don't get messed with. I'm cool. I can sit here and I can see everything. I can see everything. I can hear everything, and ain't got to do nothing. Ain't got to say nothing, and then none of it's gonna affect me, bother me, or nothing. And they just gonna go past me and do what they do around me, and it ain't gonna bother me. So I was on that type of time but it came from me going through the motions though, fighting, establishing myself. So now when I think back how I was and how impulsive I was and how just I'm just gonna react. I'm just gonna react. No, we ain't gonna talk. We ain't gonna do nothing. It's a problem. What's the problem? Bip, 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 and we gonna handle it. We gonna handle it and get it out the way. And now I ain't got to worry about it. See, now I think about that today, and I really don't like that. I don't want to be that person. I'm not gonna be that person no more. But at that time, it was very necessary for me to be that person. I had to be that person in order to make it. In order to make it for real, when in Rome. Because like I was saying, it was really mental for me. It was really mental for me, so I had to be like that so I ain't fall into the little loops and everything that was going on in there. I'm telling you, every type of criminal, every type of mind manipulator and everything, they in there. They all together. They all together. And they working it out. And some of them ain't even, some of them just puppets. Some of them getting work to try to work you. So it's constant. Constant. So know that. So yeah, back to that therapy. Therapy is necessary. But the question was, can you explain how commissary works? So I think I did explain how commissary works. And you get your food, you get it the same day. You know what I'm saying? On your commissary day, you go down there, you turn the paperwork in with your marked items on there. How many you want? You want 10 summer sausages? You want 10 Jack Max? You want 10 bags of tater chips? You want a case of ramen noodles? You want some vitamins? Boo, boo, boo. Clip your ID on it. Turn it in. When you get up to the register, they going to look up everything, check out your money on there. They going to push your stuff through. You going to see it. You will see it coming through the window. So I'll be having me a little list standing at the window looking. Like, okay, boom, they got that. They got that. I'm checking off. I got a highlighter. Checking off. I'm coming with the big bag because I was cooking. Whip hand. I made all my food. I ain't had nobody. Like sometimes if I was lazy or if it was something going on, or if I'm at the poker table and I'm hitting real good, you know what I'm saying? I had somebody cook for me, but then I wasn't even paying them. It'd just be like the little homie, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom, what you doing? You about to go to child? No, don't go to child. I got everything we need. What you want to make? Go in my room, go in my area, get everything you need, and make enough for me and you. Me, you, and your bunkie. Me, you, and your bunkie. And then, boom, I keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So, it was just like that. Outside looking inside, surviving prison. You feel me? Hit that like or that dislike. Subscribe to the channel. Stay safe. You already know what it is.